Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. Today we are diving into the world of AI chatbots. Specifically, we're going to compare and contrast two of the biggest players out there right now, Google's Gemini and OpenAI's ChatGPT.
The battle of the bots.
Exactly. I'm excited to get into it. By the end of this deep dive, you'll have a better understanding of what each tool brings to the table and which one might be the best fit for your needs.
Sounds good. I think it's an exciting time to be talking about this. AI is becoming so integrated into our lives.
I know, right? Just a few years ago, this technology felt like something out of a science fiction movie. Now it's everywhere you look. Businesses are using it to streamline their operations.
Oh, yeah. And creatives are using it to push the boundaries of art and expression.
It's mind-blowing how quickly things are changing.
And it's only going to accelerate from here. I mean, we're seeing this massive shift from AI being something only specialists use to something everyone can use.
Yeah, that's a great point. Millions of people are using these chatbots every day for all sorts of things, from writing emails to brainstorming ideas to learning new languages.
It's like having a personal assistant, a creative collaborator, and a research librarian all rolled into one.
Exactly. And with the arrival of these advanced models like ChatGPT and Gemini, the possibilities seem endless.
No kidding.
So let's talk about ChatGPT first. When it came out, it really captured everyone's imagination. It became the go-to tool for everything from writing poems to generating code.
Yeah, it was a real game changer. It showed us what AI could do, not just in terms of processing information, but also in terms of creating something new.
Right, and that sparked a wave of innovation, which led to Google's Gemini. What sets Gemini apart is its multimodal design. Unlike ChatGPT, which is primarily focused on text, Gemini can process images, code, audio, and text simultaneously.
It's really a whole different ballgame.
I know. Think about it. It can analyze an image, write a description, generate related hashtags, and even compose background music for a video, all at the same time.
It's incredible.
To add to that, Google has released 3 versions of Gemini: Nano, Pro, and Ultra.
Right. So Nano is designed for mobile devices, Pro is the well-rounded version, and Ultra is for more complex tasks.
Exactly. It's like they've got a Gemini for everyone. But now, even though Gemini is exciting, let's not forget about ChatGPT. It may not be multimodal, but it's still a powerhouse, especially for text-based tasks.
Oh, yeah. It's known for its ability to hold natural-sounding conversations, generate creative content, and provide really detailed explanations.
And let's not underestimate the value of that.
Yeah.
For many people, being able to have that back and forth with an AI that feels almost human is incredibly helpful.
Absolutely. Whether it's brainstorming ideas, getting help with writing, or just having a friendly chat, ChatGPT is fantastic for that.
So it seems like both ChatGPT and Gemini have their own strengths, but how do they actually perform in real-world situations?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. We'll delve into that in the next part of our deep dive. Stay tuned.
All right, so we're back and ready to dive into some real-world comparisons. I'm curious, in practical terms, how do these tools stack up? Let's say I'm working on a project that requires a lot of research. Which one would you recommend, ChatGPT or Gemini?
That's a good question. For research, I'd say ChatGPT might have a slight advantage.
Oh, why is that?
Well, ChatGPT has direct access to the internet and a massive database of information. It's really good at summarizing information, finding those key takeaways, and providing relevant sources.
So it's like having a superpowered research assistant.
Exactly. But, Gemini's no slouch either.
I was going to say Gemini has to be good at something, right?
Oh, absolutely. Especially when it comes to explaining complex topics.
Really?
Yeah, think about it. Gemini's multimodal capabilities can make things so much clearer. Imagine asking it to explain a scientific concept, and it not only gives you a text explanation, but also generates a diagram or an illustration to go with it.
That's a really good point. Sometimes a visual can be so much more helpful than just text alone. Okay, so research maybe goes to ChatGPT, and explaining complex things maybe goes to Gemini. But what about creativity? Like, a lot of people use these tools for writing, poems, marketing copy, things like that. Which one would you say has the edge there?
That's where things get really interesting. Gemini's multimodality, again, really shines here. I mean, imagine you're a marketing manager creating a campaign. You can ask Gemini to analyze a product image and then generate taglines, ad copy, even a script for a video, all while considering those visual elements.
That's incredible.
It's like having a whole creative team on demand.
Wow. But I bet ChatGPT can hold its own when it comes to creative writing too, right?
Oh, for sure. ChatGPT is known for being able to understand those nuances in prompts and generate different creative text formats like poems, scripts, even code.
So they're both quite creative in their own way. I guess it depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Now, what about practical things like organization or decision making?
Yeah. Can these AIs help us with that too?
They can be surprisingly useful. Think about planning a trip. You could feed both ChatGPT and Gemini your travel dates, budget, and interests. ChatGPT might give you a detailed itinerary with flights, hotels, and activities, while Gemini might create a visual map of your journey, highlighting points of interest and suggesting alternative routes.
So using them together could give you a more well-rounded view. It's like having two different perspectives on the same problem.
That's a great way to put it. It's not about choosing one over the other. It's about understanding their strengths and figuring out how they can best complement each other, and of course complement your own skills and abilities.
It's about working smarter, not harder. But it's also important to remember that these tools are constantly evolving.
Oh yeah. New features are being added all the time. What we're seeing today is just the tip of the iceberg.
Exactly. Who knows what the future holds for these AI assistants? It's both exciting and a bit daunting to think about. Okay, so we've talked about ChatGPT, we've talked about Gemini, but I think it's time to zoom out a little bit. What does all of this mean for the world around us? Where are we seeing AI make a real difference today?
That's a really important question because AI isn't just about the latest gadgets or, self-driving cars or whatever. It's already having a huge impact on so many fields. Healthcare, education, even agriculture.
Okay, let's start with healthcare. I feel like we're seeing some really incredible things happening there with AI.
Absolutely. AI is changing the game when it comes to diagnosing and treating diseases. For instance, you can have an AI algorithm that analyzes medical images like X-rays and CT scans, and it can detect those subtle patterns that a human eye might miss.
So it's like having another doctor looking at the images, but this doctor is a computer program.
Exactly. And this can help doctors make earlier and more accurate diagnoses of things like cancer, heart disease, neurological disorders, all sorts of things.
That's amazing.
And it's not just about diagnosis. AI is also being used to personalize treatment plans. Tailoring therapies to each individual patient based on their genetic makeup, their lifestyle, even how they responded to previous treatments.
Wow. So it's not just one size fits all anymore. That's incredible.
Exactly. It's moving towards truly personalized medicine.
So what about other areas like education? How is AI changing things there?
Well, imagine AI-powered tutoring systems. These systems can provide students with totally personalized learning experiences. They can adapt to each student's pace and their learning style.
Oh, wow. So it's like having a personal tutor who's available 24/7.
Exactly. And this can be a huge help for students who might struggle in a traditional classroom setting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, AI can automate a lot of the administrative work that teachers have to do, freeing them up to spend more time with their students.
So AI is helping teachers and students. I like that. But I'm guessing it's not just healthcare and education. We're seeing AI used in other industries too, right?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking finance, agriculture, transportation. I mean, think about self-driving cars. That's AI in action.
So it's everywhere. And it sounds like it's only going to become more prevalent in the years to come.
Oh, absolutely. And as these tools continue to evolve, we can expect even more innovative and impactful applications to emerge.
Well, that's both exciting and a little bit scary, to be honest.
I understand. It's a powerful technology.
Yeah, it really is. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. We've explored ChatGPT and Gemini, but those are really just two examples in a vast and rapidly growing field.
Right. AI is going to continue to shape our world in profound ways.
Absolutely. So it's important for all of us to stay informed, to think about the ethical implications of this technology, and to work towards ensuring that AI is used responsibly.
I couldn't agree more. It's a responsibility we all share.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI chatbots. I hope you found it insightful and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
It's been a pleasure.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep imagining the possibilities.